My first guest is Kenyatta Jones, mother of Oceanea, her daughter was murdered on July 31st, 2018, and the killers were never charged. Kenyatta, thank you for joining me here on Mark My Words. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Kenyatta, can you please tell us, you there? Can you please tell us a little bit about your daughter Oceanea? What was she like, and what did she enjoy doing? Just tell us a little about her.
Okay, my daughter Oceanea Jones, she had just graduated high school, 2017. She had just turned 21 July the 6th of 2018. She loved playing games, jumping rope. She loved the school, and she loved her mom with me, her cousins, her brothers, her aunties, and uncles. The day, July 31st of 2018, her and her boyfriend walked to the gas station. Four guys approached them, started chasing them down 79th. She ran up 79th with Justine. They stood in the middle of the street and shot, and she got shot in the back, and they killed her.
21 years old. These killers, where are they now, Kenyatta?
They still out on the street.
They're still out on the street.
My detectives, I had two detectives. One of my detectives, her name was Detective Dudley. She retired in April of 2021. Then I had got another detective. His name was Detective Mark. They tried to put felony charges on them, but Kim Fox rejected the murder charges 4 times. So they still out on the street, roaming the street.
Kim Fox rejected the murder charges 4 times. Do you
Yes.
have any idea why? Has her office even given you any explanation for that? Which you deserve that explanation.
No, they didn't give. I didn't know. They did not give me any explanation. I didn't even know that my daughter. They had closed my daughter's case last year in May. I didn't know that until I talked to this lady named Lisa with Cold Case File,
Wow.
and she had looked it up and told me that they had closed my daughter's case.
Closed the case, and the killers are out on the streets, and Kim Fox has assisted in that. Can you please share with us? Did Governor Pritzker ever call you?
No,
Did Mayor Lightfoot ever call you?
no.
What has it been like as a grieving family just looking for answers to bring these killers to justice? What has been your experience in working with Kim Fox's office?
Well, I've been trying to get a hold of her to talk to her. She won't return my calls. It's like they out here on the street, and then it's so many family members out here losing their kids. They out here killing babies, just innocent people.
Innocent people with no justice.
No justice. And I've been fighting for 4 years. July the 31st, this year made 4 years my daughter been gone, and that was my only child.
And that's the hard part, Kenneth. That this was your only child, and you're simply looking for answers. You're looking for justice to be served. You're looking for a mayor and a governor and a state's attorney that are on the side of innocent victims. And these killers are set free, and they're roaming the streets. There's no accountability. What can we do, Kenyatta, to help? And I promised you, and I will have you on this show as much. We will do everything we can to elevate your story, honor your daughter Oceanea. That's the best way we can honor her, Kenyatta, is by bringing her killers to justice. What can we do?
If I just like to keep getting her story out there to let them know that I'm not giving up. I'm still fighting. Y'all out here, y'all know what happened. Y'all know the reason why y'all chased my daughter down. And then y'all just out here roaming the street. And then I had called my detectives a couple months ago, because one of the dudes that had chased my daughter, he had got locked up. And he was in Cook County bragging about the murder. So I called my detective and tried to tell my detective. He ain't did nothing about it.
Wow. Again, for those of you joining live on the line right now, we're talking to Kenyatta Jones, a wonderful mother whose daughter Oceanea was killed on July 31st, 2018. The killers have never been charged. They are roaming free out on the streets, and Kim Fox and her office is responsible for these killers to be back out on the street. Kenyatta, if you had a chance to meet with Kim Fox, what would you tell her?
I would ask her, why would she reject the murder charges? You saying it's not enough evidence. You clearly see on the tape, the videotape, how they chased my daughter down and kill her. But you saying it's not enough evidence. What evidence do you want? You seen them at the gas station. You see them following them at the gas station. You see them following them at the gas station. You see them chasing her up the street. You see them hit Justine and stand right there and shoot down the alley. What more evidence do you need? The evidence is right there. But you saying it's not enough evidence. You got it on tape.
And you also have one of the guys that was there bragging about it in jail.
Yes, in jail. And I called my detective, told my detective, he ain't did nothing about it.
And now they've closed the case.
Yes.
Well, Kenyatta, we're going to work. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He said if he get someone come in and let them know that he was in there bragging about it, they will reopen my daughter's case. But I feel that they shouldn't even close her case.
No, they never should have closed the case. They shouldn't close the case until justice is served. And, this is a failure on the state's attorney's, within the state's attorney's office. It's a failure of Lightfoot and Pritzker for not taking this issue seriously. Again, we grieve with the families in Highland Park, but Highland Park happens every weekend in south and west sides of Chicago. Kenyatta, my last question for you is there's a lot of families that that have lost loved ones. Have their killers been held accountable and brought to justice?
Nope.
This is a...
I had talked to a couple of family members when y'all had that press conference.
Yeah.
And she rejected their murder charges too. She's saying it's not enough evidence.
That seems to be a sad common denominator amongst the families that were particularly there at this press conference, is that none of those killers have been charged, and they're all walking the streets free men, and we've got to do something about that. Kenyatta, I know this is not an easy topic to discuss. Oceanea, a beautiful, wonderful 21-year-old who was fatally shot in July of 2018. We will honor her, and we will honor you by keeping her story front and center, and we will do everything that we can to make sure your daughter's killers are brought to justice. Kenyatta, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.